ora, I'm Hera and welcome to my kitchen. I love to cook and I love to eat good food.
Oh man, if only you could taste this.
Cooking for me is all about whānau.
All my siblings cook putai fritters and everybody has that secret recipe.
But as a mum, when life gets crazy busy, all I want is delicious kai that's simple and easy to make. I'm about to demystify and uncomplicate cooking, recreating restaurant-quality dishes right from my kitchen.
I'm all about Hera's hard and fast recipes. The prep is nice and easy, and just like that, the girls would never know that I only took 5 minutes to put this together.
Because simple doesn't have to mean boring.
Yum.
In each episode, I'll be cooking up 4 of my favourite dishes for you to try at home. I'm using real food, ingredients you can find at any supermarket.
Even in pack and save in kaitaia.
Or kai that has been foraged or caught from the land and sea. I'll share with you my tips and tricks
Cheers.
to take the stress out of cooking. This is Easy Eats. Kei tēnei hōtaka. My take on the classic stuffed chicken.
Kai should never be boring.
A trick to take your poached eggs to the next level.
All about making it look sexy.
And a no-bake slice that the whole whānau will enjoy.
Thank goodness the kids aren't here. This is gorgeous. Let's be honest, chicken breast is boring. And whether you're doing a kaupapa such as kapahaka, te matatini, or a kaupapa hauora, you have chicken breast in your freezer. It's normally steamed with broccoli and kumara. I get it, okay? But hey, kai should never be boring. So today I'm going to be making stuffed chicken breast wrapped in bacon.
My take on the classic stuffed chicken and roast veggie salad.
We're going to start by making the stuffing for our chicken breast. Now, please remember, when you're dealing with meat and vegetables, make sure you have your different chopping boards because we don't want any cross-contamination. We've got ricotta. We're going to add that into the bowl. So I'm going to add some pesto into the ricotta. There are many varieties of pesto, but for this recipe, we're going straight in with the pesto dip.
Basil pesto is easy to find, usually close to the cheese section at the supermarket.
And to that, I'm going to slice up my sun-dried tomatoes. So using this flavour combination, it kind of reminds me of like a margarita pizza. These flavours just work so well, and it's really, really going to draw the juiciness out of the chicken and add that punch of a flavour. Tomatoes, basil and cheese. Classic inspired Italian flavours. We're going to add some basil. Just roughly chop your basil. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's all going to get mixed together. You're going to combine all your ingredients and then the stuffing is ready. So that's done. I'm now going to remove my board, wash it, wash my knife and get ready to cut into our chicken. So this is the exciting part. I've got 2 chicken breasts here and I'm going to show you how to make a pocket to insert the stuffing. It's quick, it's simple and it's easy, which we like. So you have the top side of your breast and we're going to flip it onto the back side. You're just going to slice down the middle of it, not too far, because you want to be able to have something for your stuffing. Once you've sliced it down there, you're just going to make incisions on each side to create that pocket. Now, the beauty about this particular method as well is that chicken breasts are quite thick. By doing it this way, it helps to cook your chicken right through because that's what you do need to do is ensure that this chicken is cooked all the way through. It's almost like filleting a fish. All right, that one's done. So when stuffing any chicken breast, this literally is the best way to do it because we've all had those exploding moments and you wonder why all your contents is oozing out in the baking dish. Well, that is why. This method will keep everything together. Okay, just checking that there's enough in there, that we've got a good pocket. All right, that's good. We're getting ready to stuff this, nice and easy. We have our mixture, and you're just going to add it into your chicken. What's that good old saying? Winner, winner, chicken dinner. This is definitely gonna be a winner. Okay, you wanna get a good coating in there. Now, let's put it all together and get this chicken wrapped. So the best way to do this, or what I find is the best way, is to lay your bacon strips out onto the board. 3's genuinely enough. It's up to you, depending on the bacon strips. 3, 2, may even be 4, but you'll figure out what's best. Going to put the chicken breast on top, and quite simple and easy, you're just going to fold and tuck. That's going to hold everything in together. I don't know what it is, but there's something very satisfying about wrapping a chicken breast. Keep it nice and tight. So now that that's done, we're going to head over to the stove, sear them off, pop them into the oven to bake after I've washed my hands. Add the chicken to a pan of hot oil and begin to sear. By searing your meat, you release the flavours of the bacon, and it also adds colour and texture to the dish. E haere ake nei, the perfect roast veggie salad to accompany the chicken, and my red wine poached eggs. Hua whenua, vegetables. These are so good for you. They can be cooked in so many different ways, but today I'm going to show you a quick and easy recipe to make these stand out and look absolutely gorge. So the best thing about vegetables is that they come in such an array of different colours, so you can make this dish look absolutely stunning by mixing up all the different colours. We're going to start with the kumara. I'm just going to cut them into discs, nice and simple. All right, radishes. Nice and simple, I'm just going to cut these up. All I'm going to do is just remove this little tail part here, because with a radish you can pretty much eat everything. Courgette. I personally like to take my ends off. Everybody's different. Just going to go for some diagonals. Beetroot. So what you want to do when you're preparing your vegetables is that you want to make sure that those vegetables that you know will cook extremely fast, you want to cut them a little bit thicker so that it slows down the cooking time. And those that you know will take a little bit longer, like the kumara, like the beetroot, you want to cut them thinly so that we can speed up the cooking process. So when cooking your capsicum, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're cutting big chunks, because you know that you can eat these raw, so they're not going to take very long to cook. Hakaurua ngā hua whenua katoa. Tirohia ngā tai, I nā te a tāhua. So we've got some beautiful cherry tomatoes. Because they're so small, we're just going to add them in whole, so that they're nice and juicy when they come out. And of course, can never go wrong with some carrots. We're going to throw them in whole, skin on, bums on, full of nutrients, beautiful, fresh, delicious. I'm going to season, oil, and put into the oven. Pepper, a little bit of oil. Mix that all together, just to make sure that all your veggies are coated so that they come out crispy and cooked. So I'm going to wash my hands, horoio kuringa, and pop this into the oven. tahua whenua is in the oven cooking, I'm just going to prepare a quick and easy vinaigrette to help juice them up. Now, this is literally so simple. Balsamic vinegar, some brown sugar, adds that sweetness, cuts through that acidity, and of course, some oil. Other variations to this as well, you can add some garlic, ginger, squeezed orange juice, squeezed lemon juice, feijoas. You can go crazy with this recipe. We're just gonna bring that together. Don't forget to taste as you go so that you know that it's got the right balance, sweet and sour. It's about perfect. So you can cover and chill and place this into the fridge until your vegetables are ready. And there you have it. Quick and easy vinaigrette.
Let's prepare another visual component to add to our plate, pureed beetroot.
Te ahua nei kua rite. This looks great, it's ready. Let's get it.
Chicken perfectly cooked with juices running clear. And now let's take out our veggies.
30 minutes in the oven. Te a tahua hoki, they look great.
Now let's add the vinaigrette to our veggies.
Kōreri te kai, this looks absolutely amazing. Restaurant quality kai in your kitchen. Beautiful and moist. You can definitely taste the pesto coming through. The sun-dried tomatoes releases all those gorgeous oils and the smokiness of the bacon. It is so great, paired up with this beautiful, well-cooked, all the way through chicken. This is definitely not boring. Yum! This is honestly delicious. I must remember to come up and take a breath every now and again.
If you are taking this kai to your next kapahaka noho, be sure to reheat any leftovers until they're steaming hot.
Everybody loves a good poached egg, but I'm going to show you something that you may not have ever seen. We're going to poach some eggs in red wine. It's going to be accompanied with broccolini and mushrooms. Let's get started. So the best thing about this recipe, it's quick, it's easy, and it's beautiful. We're going to chop some mushrooms up and get started. Got some beautiful portobello mushrooms. We just want to slice them. Keep them nice and chunky because you want to be able to retain all those juices and for it to hold its shape. All right, that's done. We're going to put on our frying pan and start sautéing our broccolini and mushrooms. We want to keep this on a medium heat because you don't want it to cook too fast. All right, we're going to add our butter. We're going to throw in some garlic, just if you have some lying around. It's not a must. So I'm going to add the mushrooms and the broccolini. We're only going to sauté them. I still want them crunchy and crispy, so we just want to get a nice coating of butter on them. We want to get it nice and brown, beautiful, ready to plate up. The best thing about this part as well is that you actually get that burnt butter taste on it. It's absolutely delicious. All right, that's done. I'm going to put it on the plate, put it to the side, and let's get poaching. All right, let's put this to the side, clean out our dish, and get ready to poach. So we know this isn't normal, adding red wine to poach your eggs, but hey, everybody has poached eggs. What we want to do is we want to make it look sexy because we're all about gourmet food, restaurant quality in your kitchen. So you can use any red wine, anything that's in the cupboards, anything that's in the fridge. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can do something cheap and nasty, does the same thing, because we're all about making it look sexy. So we're just going to bring that to the boil, and then we're going to get ready to add our eggs. The thing about poaching eggs, traditionally you just add it to boiling water, but there are a few methods and tips and tricks about poaching eggs. Another way that I do is in a smaller pot, you add boiling water, a little bit of vinegar, and then you create a whirlpool. You drop your egg into that, and what it does, or what I like to think it does, is that it keeps your egg white and your egg yolk all together to form a perfect poached egg. So as you can tell, we've got a big frying pan. This is great for the pa. It's great for a noho when you've got to cook 30 to 40 eggs in one hit. So let's see how we go today. You know it's at the right temperature. We've got some good bubbles coming through. The heat's risen to the top. We've got some steam going. This is burning off all the alcohol. But I'll tell you what, it's going to add some great colour to your eggs. So what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to add more of the wine over the top of the egg yolk, just so that we can infuse all the flavours right through. So you can see white, but once it starts cooking through, it will start taking on more of that colour. Those are done. We'll leave them to the side to rest, and let's get plating. So all our elements are ready. We're going to get ready to plate this up, and then it's time to eat. So the key to making things gourmet is actually all in the presentation. Because they say you eat with your eyes first, you taste with your mouth. So just to finish off, we're going to add some shavings of Parmesan cheese and some salt. And there you have it, poached eggs and red wine with broccolini and mushrooms.
Aha koa te rereke, koe e matapu.
And there you have it. The colours are beautiful. Atahua. Let's get into it. When you see that yolk oozing, you know it's a goodie. And definitely taste that red wine coming through. It has infused the egg absolutely beautifully. This dish would not be completed without a beautiful glass of red wine. Cheers.
E whai ake nei, the easiest and yummiest no-bake slice.
No-bake biscuit slice. This is what I like to call my pa slice. When you're busy like myself, you don't have time. This recipe, it's quick, it's easy, it requires no oven time, and it's delicious. And I'm going to show you how to make it.
Nā te māma o te tohutaka nei, me te iti o ngā kinaki o roto, he keke pai tēnei hei hari atu ki ngā hui.
So we're going to melt the butter, add in our sweetened condensed milk, and this is the binding agent in our slice. It will keep the biscuits and all the coconut together, but there's not too much of everything. It is the perfect blend, so that can still go hard in the fridge or on a bench. But like I say, you can't get any better than butter. Let's turn that on. Nice and simple. Just going to let it mount a little bit before I add in the sweetened condensed milk, because what it can also do is caramelise and turn into caramel. We don't want that, although that is good. We don't want that right now. Add this in. And all you're basically doing is just letting the butter mount and stirring it continuously, mixing it together. So because the slice has no sugar in it, the sweetened condensed milk gives that punch or gives that sugary flavour to the slice. It is literally the perfect blend of butter, sweetness, biscuits and coconut.
But I know what you're thinking. That's a whole lot of butter and sweetness. But trust me, you only need the smallest piece.
Okay, that's done. Let's go and add it to our mixture. All right, let's get started. Let me show you how easy this is. So, we're going to do our biscuit base. We have malt biscuits. Everything goes into the blender. Round wine biscuits. Let's whiz that up. That's all done. We're going to add this to our mixing bowl. Into this mixture goes cocoa and coconut. We're just going to give that a quick stir, just to bring it all together. And into that mixture goes our butter and sweetened condensed milk. Yeah. My sister-in-law taught me how to make this because she has kids at home and they always wanted to do some baking. This was her go-to. It's quick, it was easy. She always had malt biscuits and round wine biscuits in the cupboard. So this was their go-to and it works every time. So I'm just going to get my hands in. I've removed all my jewellery. Now for me, the best times or when I would make this slice is like I've always said, if I've got a noho and you've got to take a plate, this is a great plate to take. If the kids have a bake sale on at Kura, this is the best plate to take. When the cupboard's low on baking, this is also the best slice to make. All right, this is nearly done. You want to make sure that that butter and the condensed milk has gotten right through all of the biscuits. Okay, that's done. Into the baking tray. And you're just going to pack it down. You can feel it already setting. That's what the sweetened condensed milk does, It caramelizes and it sets it nice and fast. Oh, komatu, that's ready. I'm going to cover and chill and place it in the refrigerator for about 15 to 20 minutes. So this has been chilling for 15 minutes. We're going to unwrap it, get some icing going, and we're going to give it the tap test to make sure that it's ready. She's good to go.
A simple chocolate icing for this slice. Combine icing sugar, cocoa, melted butter, and a little boiling water to a saucepan and mix until you get the desired consistency.
And we're going to finish it off with some coconut. I would normally allow this to set, or let that icing set, but this looks too damn good not to eat it. So I'm going to chop me a piece and let that icing drip down. Yum.
Like I said before, because of the butter and the sugar content, the smaller slither will keep you satisfied.
Ooh, yeah. Look at that.
All good things in moderation, e te whānau?
Thank goodness the kids aren't here. This is gorgeous. Coconut through the slice. Beautiful. I don't know if this is going to make it to the noho this weekend.
Join me again for more quick and easy recipes for your whānau to enjoy. Mā te wā.